I'm Jasper,
And I'm Patricia.
and this is Buzz9 Conversations. So for today, we're going to talk about the presidency. Specifically, should the next president be a woman? So Pat, what's your stand on this?
Actually, it depends on the candidate, but I'm all for president na woman. And personally, I think right now, ang daming examples that shows na I'm not trying to downgrade men, pero kasi it's like a fact na ang daming women leaders na maganda yung pagrarun nila ng countries and ng communities, and madami din kasi tayong nakikita na men who, medyo may pagka-incompetent when it comes to running the shade though.
Pero I get your point. Like a lot of, since like more politicians are like some are predominantly male, so it's kind of like common like as like the current state of the country is not that not at its best, so it can be like surmised na they're not properly, or like at least it's not like they're not doing the best job in managing what's happening. So like recently President Duterte has released a statement, or like I think they had a conversation with Sara Duterte, her daughter, and he said that the presidency isn't a job for women or something like that. So what do you want to say about this?
Wait lang, he said that to his own daughter?
Yeah,
Okay. First of all, why you gotta be sexist naman, 'di ba? So women are capable of doing things na ginagawa din ng men. Kasi yun yung common na nangyayari ngayon. People tend to look down on women just because we're women, 'di ba? And that's so unfair. Kasi why? Parang siguro influence na din ng super like old eras na yung yung mga women is like nagsuserve lang sa husbands nila, ganyan. So siguro doon nag-start yung what do you call that ba? Doon nag-start.
Like that stereotype.
Oo, yun, stereotype. Na yung women is like weaker, ganyan. So, but no, that's not wrong. Especially now, na sobrang daming nagpapatunay na they're wrong. Kasi, New Zealand, yung nila, Prime Minister nila, di ba? Ang galing ng pagrarun niya as a president, kasi right now, I think they're COVID-free na.
Really? Oh, that's really good news though. For them at least.
Yeah. So, na lang, sana all na lang talaga. But anyway, women are capable of running running presidency.
Yeah.
Just like as men, just like men.
Yeah.
Diba?
Or maybe better even.
Yes, even better. I'm not saying naman that women should. I mean like, equality lang din, di ba? Equality. Kasi syempre, it depends also on the candidate. Like, if it's Mocha Uson.
Wait, let's not talk about that. Maybe she has like her own capabilities when it comes to like, she has her own abilities naman, like as every person does.
But
okay.
Okay.
Let's stray away from that. But anyway, I think maybe the job for the president is not for men nor for women. What if it's like for another gender, really? Wouldn't that be interesting to have a queer president? It's like, are you aware that, or like, do you know anything, or like any leaders that's not like, that's a different gender? Like, do you know anyone?
Actually, wala.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of like interesting to have someone from like, what do you call this? Like is it like more ostracized? It's not really ostracized, but like what do you call this? It's not different. They're like the marginalized sector from society become one of the leaders. It would actually be interesting, if like a queer president would be running the country. Would that be any different from having like the straight people run the country, or like would it the effects, or how do you call this, the the way that they will be running the country, would it be any different from like a traditional politician, or would it be something that's like even more, because they're from a marginalized sector, so maybe they're going to focus more on certain uh y- yeah, certain groups, or like maybe they're going to be more what do you call this, um act able they're going to be more able in running the country, since uh, like having being someone from a marginalized sector, and like being able to take a public position is something that's not it's not an easy thing to do, because you have to break in certain stereotypes, especially in our country, diba? We have like we have this since we're like into Christianity, and like religion is like a really really what do you call this? We take religion very seriously in the country. So like it would be really interesting to have a queer president, because like ayun, they would they might be actually more capable of doing things as compared to traditional politicians. But more from that, I don't think, yeah, as you said a while ago, the presidency isn't actually a gender issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's more of like what people, what can people do with regards to the presidency? Like, what are they going to offer, right? So, with this, Pat, what do you think are the capable qualities, or like what should a president be like for you?
Kasi first of all, a president should be compassionate, 'di ba? Passionate, tapos kasi right now, some presidents kasi they lack compassion ulit, 'di ba? Pero kasi hindi, it's real. Parang they rock hard yung sarili nila, that they tend to forget the people's welfare. Do you get what I'm saying? Parang
Yeah, kind of. Parang they're like, since parang yung sa, I don't know if it's like this is exactly your point, pero parang are you trying to say na since they're on like they're on the top, so parang of course if you're already there, why would you have to care about
like that. Parang
yeah, something like, why do you have to care about other people? So like compassion is one of the biggest things
talaga.
that you should consider. Okay. More than that, what do you think pa?
Hindi, ayun. So, speaking of that, compared ba sa women and to men, women tend to be more, paano ba? Like, they're more, siguro, thoughtful sa, ng fellow men. Like, kasi, there's a difference between, parang, hindi ko ma-explain. There's a difference between telling people that you care and showing people that you care.
Yeah, okay.
Diba?
I get that,
So,
I get that.
when you keep telling people that you care, siyempre all words ka lang. But,
Yeah.
be a man of your word. Paano, pag dumating na yung time na kailangan ka talaga ng mga tao, like super vocal na sila about what they're parang what they're
like,
saying
what they're
and what they need, kung ano yung needs
their
nila.
plight. So,
Like literal na sinisigaw na sila, but then parang wala din nangyayari.
yeah.
Diba?
I get that. We relate to that at some point.
para
Yeah.
saan yung sinabi mo if you're not going to be a man of your word.
Yeah.
So, tapos, that's the first case. Then the second case is showing people that you care is actually, parang you're actually doing something to,
Wait, you're parang what you're trying to say ba? Para
Kasi 'di ba, may mga leaders tayo na kapag okay ang lahat, sinasabi nila that we can run to them kapag
okay, we need them. Yeah, okay.
Then some people, some leaders, tahimik lang sila, but then kapag kailangan mo sila, like kunwari, Lenny Robredo, time nung typhoon, like siya,
yeah, she was very active when it comes to...
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Parang ganon. So, tapos, ayun. Yun na.
So you're like something like that. Okay, that's a really good point. But for my case, I think more than the emotional emotional capability of a president. I think we should look deeper into the what do you call this, into more on the intellectual capability of the president, and how a president can properly manage a country, not only with regards to the economy, with regards to the opinion of the people, but also with regards to actually, solving the previous problems that was, incurred by uh, previous administrations, but also creating new opportunities for everyone. It's kind of what do you call this? The president's job isn't easy, really.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
not. Yeah, so maybe what I'm trying to say is that the next president should be more than what we expect the president to be. The president should exceed more than just the moral expectations, more than just capabilities. A president should be someone who doesn't just stand for the country, but also is someone who the country is proud of. That's what what I think the next president should be. And also, the next president should also be mindful of what the next generation would look like.
Yeah.
Since there are various issues with regards to, climate change, hunger, and other social issues that needs to be addressed instantly. And the next president should be more than capable of, simultaneously handling problems with regards to the country. Because, if the president isn't going to be able to do that, then what's going to happen to us? We're always just going to suffer. Di ba parang nakakasawa na lang na laging bumabangon ang Pilipino, hindi na tayo nakakaangat.
Oo, lagi na lang.
Di ba? Tutumba tayo, tapos babangon. Tapos,
So, tumba na naman.
Yeah. So, parang kailan tayo lalakad patungo dun sa... So, with regards to what I was saying a while ago, that the president should be more than capable. But I think Pat has more insights with regards to this.
Yes, actually, a president should be professional. Actually, that's an automatic na. It's an automatic characteristic that a
that's
president should
the
possess.
assumption of
Oo.
the president.
Automatic na yun. So,
Mhm.
dapat, when you're, ano ba yung tawag sa, yung pag nag-a-address siya sa public?
Addressing the nation?
Basta yung mga ganon. And any events.
Press releases.
Any
something like
events
that.
that nag-ano siya sa public should be professional, and dapat walang paligoy-ligoy kasi the country actually don't care about what time do you pee or something like that,
okay.
diba?
Yeah.
I
Parang
mean,
at least straight to the point to what
Yes.
actually is what you're planning to do, parang ganon.
yes, what planning to do, the plans, the proposed solutions, and yung mga ganon. Basically, professionalism as in talaga kasi when you're professional, people would look up to you that, okay, that's my president. Na parang, parang, yun yung sinasabi natin kanina na a president na magiging proud tayo. Yung masasabi natin proud tayo, di ba? Ganon. Na hindi basta-basta yung mga sinasabi on camera, like,
What?
ano yan, parang irrelevant things.
True.
Na ganon.
Although what I think about that is that most of the time, kasi people with bad attitudes, especially politicians with those bad mannerisms, is sometimes it's good politics kasi the reason for that is because whenever we see someone especially for example a president who's acting almost or even less than a normal person would act, we somehow relate to that because somehow what we see reflects our negative side. So somehow having someone stand for that negative side somehow affirms what we feel, because our negative sides are the ones we often hide. So whenever we see someone, especially someone in power or someone who has influence, affirm our negative side, somehow we relate to that, which is why oftentimes that bad behavior is good politics. But then again, it shouldn't be the case. And though it is difficult to do so, we people should be more rational when it comes to choosing who our leaders be. We should choose our leaders as the person who we want to become, not the person who we are, and not someone who reflects our negative sides. Because if we're going to have leaders, if we're going to have leaders lead us, then we need that leader to be someone who is more than capable of, as I've said before, who's more than capable of doing and who's more than able to exceed what our expectations of him or her or they, exceed our expectations of them. Ayun.
Actually din kasi, totoo yun, na we should expect the person then to exceed our expectations.
Yeah.
Yun nga, pero tulad ng sabi mo, it's hard, it's difficult to be a president. But what parang ano din ang sinasabi ko is, kung hindi niya ma-exceed yung expectation, at least naman yung hindi naman tayo madi-disappoint. Diba? Kasi eto na expectations natin high na. Tapos hindi niya magawa, so like parang ganon, medyo average lang. Pero wag naman sana yung bababa no sobra, diba?
I get it.
Wag naman masyado yung baba kasi parang every month, every week na lang mapapakunot noo ka na lang kasi may mababalitaan ka na naman na parang nakakasakit na naman ng ulo. No, I'm not saying na president lang naman to. Syempre yung ibang in charge din. Kasi tayo, no, hindi naman tayo against sa government. Like, hindi naman totally. We just see the, yung pagkukulang nila, di ba? And
we want more because we deserve more.
Oo, nakakaawa na ang Pilipinas, di ba? Tsaka and then people would say na, ikaw na lang kaya yung mag-presidente, ikaw na lang kaya yung umupo sa pwesto, ganyan. No! That's not my point, di ba? We're just saying that they could do better, but they're not doing any better. Gets mo? Like, sometimes lang talaga, hindi ko din kasi magets. Bakit ganon? Why naman ganon? Parang,
why are they acting as if, as if they're not in public position? Why are they acting as if, like, why are they acting as if they don't hear what people ask of them?
Kahit nasigaw na as in.
So, I think what we're getting here at is that, even though it's hard, they should expect that it's hard and they should do their job even though it's hard. Right? Yeah. So what have we talked about today? So we have learned, or like at least we've gathered from learned. So at least we've gathered today that the next president should is not actually a gender issue. Like, the presidency isn't a gender issue. It's more of like a capability kind of issue, And as we've said, we expect more from the next, since the elections are coming near. We expect more from our public leaders. We expect more. We want them to exceed our expectations. And I've said before that we want our next leaders to be someone we're proud of, And so I guess that concludes what we're gonna talk about. So again, this is Jasper.
And this is Patricia.
And this is Buzzline Conversations.